There were the huge movie fanatics here to give you a solo review here of Twilight, the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2, which is the last Twilight movie that they're ever going to make until they make the next one.
Until they remake it.
Until they remake it, which will probably be about 3 years down the line. I hate this franchise with every fiber of my being, and I was elected to see it for film reviews for my newspaper and stuff like that in the past, all up until this last movie, and where they're like, no, you don't need to review that one. And it's like, I came this far, might as well finish it. So I actually didn't see it until it came out on DVD. And the weird thing was, I have a lot of friends who hate this franchise as well, and they kept coming up to me and being like, you know what, honestly, it's not that bad. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't trust you. You've pulled this game on me before, where you send me to a movie that you know I won't like.
Oh, wow.
But I was talking to more and more people who were like, actually, it's kind of cool. The ending is a good movie, and I was like, I don't buy it. So I finally broke down to watch this movie, and I have to admit it's actually not that bad. I'm going to give the movie, it really doesn't deserve it, but I'm going to give it 3 stars.
Holy fuck me.
And it's because of the last hour. The last hour is kind of awesome. They actually deviate from the original book. In the original book, it's all about this big war where the two sides come together and they meet and they're like, what are we doing this for? War isn't right. And then they're like, okay, let's just leave, and that's the end. And that's the end of the franchise. It comes to this big final battle that doesn't happen, and like, okay, that was the biggest anticlimax for over 1,000 pages. So this movie doesn't quite do that. They're like,
it's an hour-long battle.
You want a war? Let's give you a war! And then they all of a sudden they behead one of the main characters, and it's just like, the fuck? I don't remember this in the book. And then you're like, holy shit! Suddenly I'm invested in these characters. I can't believe this movie is doing this. They're killing characters left and right. Wow. And I was just sitting there like, this is kind of an awesome ending. Who knew? Like, and the action is actually, it was much more satisfying than The Dark Knight. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was sitting here like, the ending of The Dark Knight Rises is a good ending. I like the movie.
I don't know.
But the final battle is pretty much just Batman, Bane, and then like, and then boom, shot, the end. This is going on, and people are getting beheaded and broken and stuff like that because they're made out of marble, basically, and stuff like that. The vampires, and I was just sitting there like, holy crap, this is awesome. So, and then the like final scene is actually kind of oddly sentimental.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, this actually isn't too bad. That said, if you look at it on the grand scheme of things, it's a 10-hour franchise for, you still have to trudge through 9 hours of horse shit in order to get to that last awesome hour. So, yeah, the movie isn't great. But regardless of the ending, I would have recommended this movie to everybody I know based solely on their love child. They have like a little baby.
Yeah.
It's a fucking digital baby. And it is the most oddly off-putting thing. Like, did you ever see Beowulf or?
Yes.
It's like the baby looks like like something from Beowulf, where it's clearly fake, and everybody around it are real, and it's just like.
What do you mean everyone around it are
like
real?
everybody's a human being, like holding this little digital baby thing.
Well, aren't they all digital in that movie?
No, everything's a live action.
What?
It's Twilight?
No, I'm talking about.
Twilight.
Now we're all fucking. Beowulf is all digital.
Yeah.
Real people in Twilight holding a digital
baby, which is just weird and off-putting, and it's like kill it with fire. What is that thing? And the thing starts speaking. I don't know. Like, there was no reason to make it a digital baby except for
it started
like
speaking.
you follow this child for the first 6 years of its life over the course of about a month. So it slowly ages. So that's the only reason I can think of why they'd make it digital, but like, you see it from when it's newborn to when it's like 3 to when it's 6, and then you follow it when it's 6 years old. So that's the only thing I can think of why, but like, the audience will be okay if you just cast a age-appropriate child that looks somewhat similar. They're not going to be that upset. No, they decided to put the face of the actual 6-year-old on this newborn baby and then on a 3-year-old. And it's just really weird, especially when it's talking and it's looking at you and it looks so real, but you know it's not. And it's just, it is haunting. Seriously haunting. And I recommend seeing the movie just to see this creepy digital baby. You could probably YouTube
You
it
could
right
probably
now.
just YouTube it. Not now, after this review.
Check out the creepy digital baby from Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. But yeah, the movie, I'm going to give it honestly, it won't deserve 3 stars, but I'm going to give it 3 stars just because it's good for Twilight.
Okay.
So, like, if you were a fan girl of this franchise, or boy, you're probably like, whoa, this is the best movie ever made! But yeah, still, the final battle is nowhere near as good as, or satisfying, or warranted as the one in Harry Potter, which actually was a great ending.
Alright.
So, there you have it.
Alright, thanks for watching.